Hello, I'm going to read another excerpt from my autobiography, and it's from the first chapter, 1950. My parents were kids themselves then. They had to run away from home in Prussia, which is now Poland and Russia, and they ended up in Lower Saxony, where I was born. What can I say about myself as a child? I was conceived in post-war hay, as I would put it later. More prosaically, it was August 1949. Germany and most of Europe were in ashes and cities were in ruins. But my parents' families, which both came from rural backgrounds, lived in the country on different farms. Farmers were not happy about all the refugees from the east. There were more refugees than Lower Saxons there. The first federal elections were held in West Germany and West Berlin on the 14th of August. My father was 20, not allowed to vote, and my mother was 22. I imagined them making love somewhere in the warm August air on a Sunday afternoon. They might have borrowed 2 bicycles, taken a blanket and picnic with them, and lay in the grass with only blue sky and white clouds above them. They had met before on the Bremer Freimarkt, and they were in love. They were poor, and they just finished school when the war ended, which means they didn't have regular lessons during the war. So they worked on farms and helped in the fields to earn their daily bread. My father was the oldest of 4 sons and 1 daughter, and my mother had 2 sisters and 2 brothers. Her older brother and her father were killed on the battlefields of World War II. My father's family was Catholics, whereas my mother's was Protestants. The Catholic family moved to the Catholic Rhineland, and the Protestant family remained in Protestant Lower Saxony. My parents married there, and my mother converted to Catholicism and was baptized. But my mother and I spent a lot of time with her family before my brother was born in 1954. There are 3 early images in my memory, 1 in winter and 2 in summer. My mother's mother lived alone in a room in a cowshed. I can see myself in that frozen landscape with no snow, everything gray, dead, stiff, and quiet. The other image is in the summer, with me sitting on a horse-drawn cart full of freshly cut grass. Now everything is vivid and full of colors in the early morning sun, sparkling with dew. The third is of a baker's truck, which had what we called Americanas, cookies, with black and white icing. Thank you. There will be more sometime soon.